Then in Saitama at a stadium that has a capacity of 50 again. Now, I would understand, Stanton, if South Africa
mentioned looking to go through to the next round.
Opportunity early on for they would have been accustomed to in the Mexican League when they played in that opening match. But South Africa playing a high line at the moment and looking for a little bit of wing play. 24-year-old players are permitted. Another run from Clement Michelin. It's a really good challenge. The space of Ronwen Williams. So Zavania again with the production, and all it needed was a touch on the far post. The substitutes, 22-year-old from Real Sociedad, in fact.
That will play with his back to the goal.
Good opportunity, getting his first start. Came off the bench. Two of the players that are in the starting lineup today, two of the
confidence.
Nice opportunity from the right-hand side. Dummy on the inside. He gets past Thabo Trele, who hasn't really had a decent... It's Mexico. We haven't really seen anything. Is dropping into no man's land. The holding midfield of France isn't picking it up, and the attacking midfield of South Africa is doing the same. Now, I'm interested at the free kick that South Africa are going to... Making a name for himself on the international stage. Singh!
To move to Switzerland and play for Grasshoppers, so... Mokoena with the yellow there, an opportunity for him, and
top two in each group. May I remind you, go through to the...
Not at all.
Here's Michelin. Angled, what he's saying, playing a lot higher over the halfway line now. Luther Singh being the link. Little dink into the penalty forward, Yambuku. As we saw that yellow card confirmation for Nkunku.
Because, as we mentioned, I think they're the team to beat in this...
What lovely effort here from Magopa off the post. Fantastic ball in the area. Wrapped his foot around the ball. Inside to Teji Savanier. This is the way we want to see South Africa playing. Khorisan!
That all-important goal.
Absolutely tremendous passage of play, and 3 occasions. Space for Nobo. And they continue to ask questions. Various medical reasons as well. But you throw them into this mix, and what a South African side that this turns out to be. However, saying that, range shot, Taubin, it's a beautiful ball around the keeper from Gignac. And France have scored against the run of play. And it's offside. Hat-tricks. Let's just talk about Grace Banda from the Zim. And the match taking place at the moment. New Zealand still leading Honduras by a goal to nil. That is a challenge from Thabo Trele. Williams has a 5-man wall, although there's a bit of a gap involved there. Gignac. And rather easy for Williams, who read that perfectly. We saw in the match against Mexico. Then he started really coming into play with half an hour having elapsed in that match. And once again, Anthony Colom...
They just provide so much experience for the defenders, you know, he's communicating.
Nice bit of skill there again from Thabo Trele. Never heard of the man before this tournament, and I thought he's been brilliant. Khorisan offside.
Yeah, he's been accepted.
But in 1998, they won the FIFA World Cup finals, and it's a moment to watch Kolomunai again causing problems. Not able to found Taubin. Easy pickings for Petlekamo keeper, but he did brilliantly. Luther Singh doing a good job here. Just a little behind Khorisan. Penalty! Tusa brings down Luther Singh. South Africa have a chance to... Singh strikes the crossbar. Try to go down the middle. Struck it with power, Luther Singh. And Lucas Tusa is off the hook. From Luther Singh, both of which have been matters whatsoever. Don't forget, Mexico and Japan play each other a little bit.
Generally used to the higher temperatures.
Taubin. Mokoena. And a good turn as well. Sang. Bernardoni had to make the intervention. I reckon that was before half-time then. Gignac across. In Saitama, Group A encounter at the Olympic. As we get underway for the second half in Saitama, South Africa 0, France 0. To wrote corrections on the social media pages. Thank you so much for that. Yeah, a little talking about Luther Singh. Here is Luther Singh. Oh, lovely turn from Evidence Magopa. Can't deliver. Oh, case. In a solid performance. Gignac on the turn! Missed opportunity defense from the South African side, who are not even a shadow of what they were against the Japanese side. This is really a massive turnaround. France and Buku. Mohamed has again done brilliantly. It's not the first time he's done that. We saw that during the first half as well when Eaton paused that thought for a moment because the keeper's off his line and South Africa will score! Khodisan, keeper and defenders getting himself in a muddle. Khodisan will open the scoring for South Africa, and just look how much it means to the country at the southern tip of Africa.
With some great anticipation from Khodisan. You could see that.
In the meantime, Michelin trying to make up for that error. Buku in the park at the moment. Long throw from Nkunku. Header was from Nkosingapili Ngobo. And why not have a ripper? Katlego Mohamed. 12 minutes into the second half of this one. Kolo Muani's been a threat, and that's going to be snuck in as well. Gignac, he's always a force to be reckoned with, and suddenly the loud voices from the South African camp have been silenced, and France are level. And that's a nice piece of football from Nkunku. And Mobo waiting in the middle. Khodisan waiting for Mohamed. And then both sides can almost kiss their chances goodbye. Luther Singh. Oh, they've just been out-cluttered, really, because there were so many plays in such a short space. We saw him last. Free kick opportunity. It's not going to be Luther Singh. Over the top of Kolo Muani. And that's easy. It looked like Goodwin Mosele is warming up as well. In the meantime, though, Khodisan on the near side! And the Makgopa will score! And South Africa are back in front. That's phenomenal. Bit of work on the near post by Evidence Makgopa. Scores one, creates one. And Kabamelo Khodisan has played brilliantly today. His place has been taken by Goodwin Mosele. In the meantime, a chance for Gignac. And you can't take your eyes off this man for one moment as he becomes the Tokyo 2020's leading goal scorer. 2 goals in this match, a goal against Mexico. France suddenly back on level terms, and the game is wide open again. That's not clever from South Africa.
Yeah.
Facing the wrong direction was Evidence Makgopa. There's a chance for South Africa. It's more than a chance. It's a beautiful goal. And all of the goals have been stunners for South Africa today. Mokwena puts South Africa back in front.
Oh my goodness, that's all I'm going to say. The minute you seen Mokwena set up to take the strike, you knew it could be something special. And
5 goals in this one. There were 5 goals in the last time that they played. Is that a penalty? Williams uproots an attacker, and the referee points to the spot on the brink of an equaliser. The man from Tigres slaps it past Williams. Game on again at 3-all. And Gignac registers a hat-trick.
Gignac makes no mistake from the spot there, giving Ronan Williams no chance. What a penalty. Well, brilliant.
Gignac again. Well, a bit of space available. The ball didn't bounce kindly. It does on the second time of asking. And for the first time in the match, France go in front through Savonier. And do South Africa have the mettle to come back? There's drooping heads in the South African camp. South Africa have conceded a 4th.